Imagine your mind as a locked cage, and your endless thoughts are the bars. Today, you'll learn how to unlock it and step into the freedom your soul has been craving. Have you ever lain awake at night, your chest tight with a sorrow you didn't know was yours? Imagine you're in a room full of people. Every muffled sob, every quick laugh, every flicker of anxiety washes over you like waves on a shore, and you can't tell where their feelings end and yours begin. That's the empath's world, an invisible tide that pulls at your heart, leaving you exhausted at day's end. If this resonates, you're not alone, and this video will guide you back to solid ground. If you haven't already, hit your soul will thank you later. Most self-help guides treat empathy like a trendy virtue. Be kind, lend an ear, use I feel you. But true empathy is an archetypal force, a lightning rod capturing raw psychic energy from every life you touch. Carl Jung saw the empath not as a gentle comforter, but as a bearer of collective shadows. Without structure, that energy inflames and consumes. In our modern rush to feel more, we often overlook the deep inner work required to process those feelings. Genuine empathy does not stop at emotional resonance. It demands ongoing self-reflection and ritual. Over time, you'll learn to distinguish between genuine compassion and unfiltered absorption. If you find these insights valuable, drop a quick like below to let me know you're here. He dark, no eyes, yet every whale etched itself into her bones. That image is the empath's parable, blessing and curse entwined. Too often, empaths live on that bridge, never learning to step back. In a journal exercise tonight, write down every image your mind conjures when anxiety flares, mirrors, mazes, storms, and keep that dream log by your bedside. Over time, you'll see patterns emerge that point you back to your own center. The unconscious is a wild sea, sacred, chaotic, without a moral compass. When you open to another's field, you invite their unprocessed shadows to ride along. That lawyer who collapses after court, that friend who bursts into tears at coffee, they're passing off their storm to you. Recognize the signs: sudden fatigue, mood swings, physical tension. Next time it happens, pause and ask, whose storm am I carrying? Then visualize that energy flowing through you and out into the earth, grounding what isn't yours. Empathy can be a family heirloom, beautiful yet burdensome. A client whose grandmother served as a village medium found herself overwhelmed in city crowds, as if centuries of grief pulsed through her veins. Genealogy and ritual can break that cycle. Trace your empathic traits through your lineage. Then create a simple ceremony. Light a candle. Speak the names of ancestors who bore this gift, and consciously return their unclaimed emotion to them. This act of ancestral offering frees you to stand in your own light. In an African initiation, a young empath learned not to banish spirits, but to name them: grief, fear, longing. Each name gave the spirit an identity and allowed it to return home. You can replicate this. When anxiety grips you, pause and whisper the word that fits: worry, doubt, rage. Speak it aloud if you can. This simple ritual anchors your awareness, turning diffuse emotion into a known guest you can then choose to host or dismiss. Empathic overwhelm is contamination. Your energetic skin is too porous. Boundaries aren't walls, but sacred membranes. Practice this daily. Place one hand over your heart, the other on your belly. Breathe in and imagine drawing a golden membrane around your aura. As you exhale, see any leftover shadow pass through that membrane and dissipate. Do this morning and night. Over time, the membrane thickens, letting in genuine connection, but keeping out psychic debris. A cathedral of mirrors can imprison you in reflections of everyone else's pain. True mastery is walking to the center and holding a single, clear mirror, one that shows others their own potential, not their wounds. Try this exercise. The next time you listen to a friend struggle, silently note one strength you see: courage, hope, tenacity, and share that reflection back. Watch how it changes the conversation and leaves you lighter. Over time, you'll shift from empathic sponge to empathic beacon, guiding others home without sinking yourself. When you integrate shadow and gift, you become the wounded mystic, scars transformed into symbols of initiation. This is the soul's badge of honor, not a mark of shame. Write your own myth. Describe a trial you endured, the lesson learned, and the gift born from that struggle. Read it aloud in a quiet moment. This creative declaration transforms personal pain into universal story, an anchor of wholeness you can revisit anytime doubt creeps in. Beware the magician archetype. With deep insight comes the temptation to use empathy as manipulation. True initiation demands daily check-ins. Ask yourself, am I listening to serve or to shine? If you feel a swell of pride at helping, that's a red flag. Instead, reset with 6 seconds of silent gratitude. Gratitude for the person, for your gift, and for the mystery. Gratitude humbles the magician, returning you to the genuine heart of compassion. Your crucibles, draining relationships, broken boundaries, burnout, are not setbacks, but initiation rites. In each crisis, pause and journal. What refusal of mystery led me here? Then write one line, starting, "Today, I choose." A boundary, a self-care act, a symbolic offering. These short commitments are your stepping stones from martyrdom to mastery, moving you from reactive to radiant. Kneel before your internal storm and fill a clay cup with its grief, but do not drink. Whisper, "I feel you, but I am not you." Rise with calm, impenetrable by chaos. Practice this ritual weekly. Add water drawn from a sacred source, a spring, a fountain, even your tap, to symbolize the union of mystery and mindfulness. In mastering this final threshold, you transform empathy into alchemy, and you become both anchor and beacon in life's tempests. Your journey from overthinking to initiation is the soul's greatest adventure. If this sparked something in you, hit subscribe so you never miss another deep dive. Comment below one moment you paused today instead of overanalyzing. Your insight could light the way for someone still trapped in their own mental cage. You are no mere thinker. You are the initiated self, called to transform mystery into meaning. Now go forth and live that call. And remember, this path isn't a quick fix. It's a lifelong voyage through the shifting landscapes of your psyche. At each turn, you'll uncover new facets of yourself, some comforting, others challenging. Embrace them all as precious messengers, not foes. Practice. At the end of each week, set aside 10 minutes to review your journal. Note any recurring images, emotions, or synchronicities. Circle the one that felt most potent, then ask, what new door is this opening in my soul? Let your intuition guide your next steps, trusting that the unconscious doesn't reveal its secrets all at once, but in carefully timed ripples. This is how the cage of thought transforms into a ladder of wisdom, each rung a lesson in surrender, each ascent a testament to your courage. Your mind is not an enemy. It's the gateway to deeper knowing. Step through, and as you move forward, Remember that every moment of hesitation, every flutter of doubt, is an invitation to deepen your practice. Let these final reflections guide you. Daily anchor. Each morning, before your mind races ahead, place a hand on your heart and silently affirm, "Today, I will witness mystery with courage." Let this be your compass as you navigate the day's uncertainties. Midday, check in. At noon, pause for one full breath. Ask yourself, what image or feeling is surfacing right now? Jot down the first word or symbol that comes to mind. These midday snapshots offer invaluable clues to the soul's unfolding narrative. Evening mirror. Before sleep, review your dream log or journal entries. Circle the one emotion or image that recurred most strongly. Ask, what is this calling me to release, to remember, or to embrace? This simple ritual transforms insomnia into initiation. Finally, weave these practices into a weekly alchemical circle. Gather, even if only with yourself, to share or speak aloud one symbolic insight, one moment of surrender, and one act of boundary setting you practiced. By giving voice to your inner journey, you honor the sacred interweaving of thought, feeling, and mystery. Your path from overthinking to initiation is a tapestry of small, courageous steps. Each pause, each deliberate breath, each named shadow draws you closer to the initiated self, your truest, most vital essence. Embrace the paradox. In surrendering control, you reclaim your power. In relinquishing certainty, you awaken wisdom. In stepping into the unknown, you discover home. If this video lit a spark within you, subscribe now for more journeys into the psyche's hidden realms. Share your breakthroughs in the comments. One image, one ritual, one moment of radical presence. Your story will be the light that guides another from their cage into the vast, waiting expanse of their own soul.